Hello everyone, my name is Chris. Welcome to Inside My Mind series, where I explain everything you need to know to become an extraordinary player in the finals. Today we are testing 3 different light builds, and let me tell you, developers did absolutely everything to make the light experience as miserable as it possibly can be. I am playing this game with one of the best heavy players in the world, Nevermore, as well as one of the best aimers in the world, Z. And even though we are like almost the best in slot players, it is still incredibly difficult to effectively do what you are supposed to do in a game, which is like play around the objective, simply because the class just does not provide you with anything when it comes to objective play. And this is exactly why I am trying this variation of the build. I'm thinking about ways that I can actually be useful for my teammates, in the sense that when we are stealing or defending the cash out, double nade I feel like will allow me to like really make opponents uncomfortable. Because if you would take a look at the recent changes when it comes to stun gun and then the glitch, developers just completely killed both of them. Glitch is now 5 seconds, and you absolutely have no desire to throw it, because not only it does not apply any pressure because enemies can run behind the natural cover and be safe, but also it does not give you any defensive options. And at the end of the day, why would you even go for a glitch grenade? The same with the stun gun. Why would you make it longer distance, but then heavy class can press mesh shield, and then light can press invis or dashes, and then medium can like demat steal? Or I personally don't feel like this was a proper change. I understand that casual players were complaining that light class was busted with invisibility, and it was, but not to an extent where you completely kill it with pretty much everything. So right now, all you have for a light class is your weapon, because at the end of the day, the difference between you winning or losing game is gonna be decided on your ability to track enemies effectively. And if you miss shots, you're gonna die because of high skill floor, skill ceiling of the character, because you have 150 HP, very easy to hit model, and it is incredibly difficult. I would say that in the current state of the game, light class is a wasted potential. Double heavy or double medium is way stronger because it provides you with objective play, and light kinda does not, and you will actually see in the gameplay. So when you look at the game and the macro position on the map right now, as you can see here, every single team is fighting at B. If you are not sure, you can just click tab, and if a few players on every team is dead, obviously they are dead by the hands of each other, not yours hands. So, or if they are dealing damage, right? This is also a thing, or something else. But okay, this is a great use of the teleporter. Boom, you can use it to pace cash out fast, or you can use it to TP above. I made a mistake here, and instead of checking my surroundings, I just decided to like run away, and unfortunately the hole was here. I would have been absolutely fine, but now it turned out to be very, very ugly. I forced my medium to play without defibrillator because we are testing it out, and as you can see, it just turned out to be really, really ugly. I wasn't being able to like, you know, like, of course my heavy is gonna win his duel, but then he's gonna die to another guy because every single team is here. And it is completely my fault. I should not have done that. And as a light, as you can see here, the weight of responsibility is just too high sometimes. Like, you lose your 1v1, you miss one bullet, and now your whole team crumbles because you are a main character. You are a win condition that just completely threw the game away. It doesn't matter, we are still at 9,000. This is absolutely winnable, yet we would have to play for 22,000, because if you take 10 plus 15, it's going to be 35, and then, or is it, no, it's 25, and then you can place it, it's going to be 2,000 twice, it's going to be 4,029, and then if you tap it, it's going to be 31,000. So realistically, you can have around like 32, 33,000 by killing, not wiping, and then tapping and placing both vaults, and this is going to place you in a very comfortable range where you don't get wiped and then you don't lose. But now we actually have to fight for 15k and for 22, so the weight of, you know, the price for mistake is a little bit high. When we take a look at the dash versus invisibility, my take, I feel like Invis is still stronger. I feel like Invis allows you to make more mistakes. When it comes to dash, you're just like a handicapped medium at that point. So as you can see here, we are barely killing these players, and I have to play like an absolute genius and never miss a bullet. Light class is absolutely not worth it to play in the current state of the game. I have no idea what developers were doing or cooking, or like, I don't know what the hell are they doing really. So again, take a look at the map. We are completely wasting our time, because instead of trying to fight for C, we are actually not only eliminating us and another team from engaging to C and applying pressure to the team that has advantage. Is it C? Yes, it is C. It doesn't matter. But also we don't have the chance to steal the cash out, because if you are fighting like an idiot for nothing on the other side of the map, you cannot go and steal the cash out, and when you cannot go and steal the cash out, you're gonna lose the game, because it's either another team gonna do that, or the team that's holding the cash out is gonna hold it. So I just don't know. It feels like, as you can see, I haven't thrown a single nade, and I haven't been using teleport that much, and it's just due to how bad light kit is. Apparently the strongest light kit was probably in open beta. Do you remember the stun gun that you weren't able to turn around from, which was busted, completely busted and overpowered? And then I feel like season 1 light was okay-ish with like old 10-second glitch and frag. It was pretty deadly, but now, well, do I see power in light? No, absolutely not. If you are not an extraordinary player that wants to have mediocre results, like, look, realistically, how many players in the world would track like that? Like 1 in 1,000, and then others would miss, the guy would escape, and then it just turns into hell. As you can see here, we cooked one team, and then another team came. The third party, are they gonna have time to steal? They actually will have time to steal, and this is the finals at its finest. Last second steal. Very unfortunate. As you can see, my teammate is playing his life, because we still have 10,000 and we still want to have tempo, right? So only way that we can actually do anything in this game is to go towards 5 or try to steal D. Stealing D feels absolutely impossible, especially if you're playing against good teams. That's why I'm like trying to call out 5, but then again, my teammates are like, no, let's try D, maybe we can like third party efficiently, but we have an APS, and this is actually gonna save us, right? So we are going here, I'm like, yo, we're just gonna go in, place an APS, and I'm gonna steal. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, boom, I'm stealing, and then we have an APS, we are shielding, we are bubbling. Unfortunately, Nevermore forgot to like throw a barricade, or he didn't choose to, but then like here, instead of, I don't know what the hell is orange team doing, maybe like trying to grief us or something, or I don't know, but I threw the gas and it wasn't good enough, but we were able to get it. Like, as you can see, we are playing against players that are objectively weaker than us, both mechanically and in terms of macro, but it's just a very lucky game and you have no control over it. So if you have the chance to not play light, it's better to not play light in the current state of the game. Just wait for him to get back in meta. The second game started exceptionally interesting, because one of your jobs as a light player is to pace the cash out with a gateway, meaning that you want to throw it as fast as possible. And I'm like, yo, never, please don't take this teleport, it's gonna kill you, please don't take it. So I'm gonna take the cash, and I'm setting up a trap that's gonna destroy the whole team, because they would take this teleport. Look, I'm not looking at this, but they're gonna wipe, and you will hear the sound, and my teammates are like, yo, what the hell, did you just wipe everyone? That was so good, that was so good. And then we are placing the cash out, and if you take a look at the macro situation, we already placed it in, and they placed it in. It means that the lobby is gonna be split, the map is gonna be split, and we will end up in a situation where you would only have 2 teams more than you are, right, on one cash out. It's not gonna be like whole zombie apocalypse, like Plants vs Zombies, like wave after wave kind of stuff, right? So here what you want to do is you want to flip the cash out so enemies cannot hide behind it. You want to place gas on it so you can proc it. By the way, one tip with gas is that you can tap it once, boom, and it's gonna blow up after 15 seconds, right? Manually. If you tap it once, if you tap it twice, of course it's gonna blow up immediately. I feel like gas is 12 seconds long, right? Or maybe it's 15 seconds long and then 12 for the tap. It doesn't matter. It lasts a pretty long time, and it's pretty deadly. It's pretty deadly if like you are not being healed by a medium. The chances that you're gonna die to it if you wanna full steal in gas. So very deadly option on the market, and we got pretty lucky with this cash out. No one is approaching us, everyone is fighting at A, and the best part is that no one is dying, so they are like keep staggering each other. They are it is not how you play the game. Like, honestly, third partying is very overrated in this game, because if you take a look at the fights that you're taking, you quickly realize that no one wants to kill anyone. Everyone just wants to third party. But when everyone has a mentality like this, you end up in a situation where no one is doing anything and they're just sitting patiently waiting for like a miracle to happen. And I'm like, yo, 25% left on the cash out, we can already go. My medium pre-placed us some movement, so we can actually go and create a ruckus here. Important, very important not to wipe here, because you got advantage, you got 13,000. If you wipe, it's gonna put you at 8, and you're gonna be below the qualification line if you even if you take 15,000, let alone if you don't take 15,000. So I'm trying here, but it's like a half try, you know. I'm not actively doing that. So as you can see here, my heavy player has the tendency of going in, and it is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, and I don't care. Oh no, disaster, I didn't reload. So here again, we're playing our life. I'm just not dying. I don't have any desire, I don't have any ego, there is nothing to prove for me. I would rather just play for my team, and yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just gonna wait for my teammates to coin, and then we will reapproach. Right now we have two choices: either tap 3 and go to D, or tap 4 and go to other cash out. Cash out C looks incredibly difficult to retake, and cash out D looks pretty difficult to defend, right? So of course you would want to prioritize that. Again, like as a dash player, you are just like, you have to switch roles with your heavy, in a sense that sometimes he's the fish bait, sometimes you are the fish bait, and like ideally you want to poke, draw attention, pull back, wait for your heavy player to take attention back, and then swing out and kill a person, right? The biggest mistake everyone is doing is that they think that they are main characters. That's why, you know, stuff happens. So here I'm like, yo guys, can we actually play for Vault? And I'm pacing the cash out like a normal human being, because, you know, that's what a light player should do. And if you would take a look at those two games, I had 0 opportunities to have a useful glitch or a useful stun gun. 0 opportunities, because every single time I have to play distance, and every single time I have to play like, yeah, I just have to play distance. There is no way for me to be useful with those, and I'm experimenting. As you can see right now, I'm playing with a stun gun because I feel like I can do something with it, but I'm never gonna use it. There is just, how the hell, right? How the hell am I supposed to do that? So as you can see, the lobby is super staggered. Cash out 3, or excuse me, Vault 3 is doing some unheard of things at our side. D is across the map, and you end up in a situation where you're like, what the hell are you gonna do? Now, the best way we can defend this cash out is actually setting up with an APS and a barricade, but it's not double heavy, so it's gonna be pretty difficult to do so. I'm like struggling, I'm fighting for my life. Every single team is here. I'm like, oh, you, help. And it's like, again, even though we are exceptionally powerful, incredibly powerful players, one-man army, each and every one of us, you end up in a situation where there's just too much going on in the game, and you just don't have utility to like compromise for that, right? Like heavy coins, and then I'm going to res my medium. Instead of trying to ego challing, instead of trying to defend the cash out while it has 1 minute left, you just go res your teammates and then you prepare for an attack. Because just like in chess, if you don't have a good move, what makes you think that you need to get to go and make a bad move, right? So my call is like, yo, can we play above? And can we actually look at the cash out from above? And this was apparently a mistake. I made it, and yep, I deeply apologize for it, right? So I'm looking at the enemies, dodge the rocket like it was great, right? And here, like I just don't have the chance to throw like a stun gun, and then I got naded, which was very unlucky. My heavy is trying to steal, and I'm like, yo, I need to like, help him a little bit. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, and yeah, I'm gonna survive here, but at what cost, right? At what cost? Again, both of my teammates are dead, and this is just incredibly unstable. Everyone can win. I understand that the game is casual and very lucky oriented, right? In the sense that you need to you need to get lucky, whether you are not getting griefed, you are being saved, opponents miss their shot, so it is a disaster. And now I have to rush towards 5 to pace it in, or I just don't need to do anything because we are above the qualification line. It's important to always calculate the outcomes in your head, and of course it comes with experience. A lot of players are just hyper focused on their own performance and they forget to look in the outer world. And like, do we need to, I'm speaking to my teammates like, but do we need to put it in? Because if you would look at this situation, if pink steals, for example, we are dead. Like, we need to pace it if pink steals, right? If orange steals, is it 22,000? No, it's not, it's 15,000. If orange steals or purple steals, we are okay. But if pink takes it, it is gonna be a problem for us, right? So pink didn't take it, and we are 2,000 more above the pink team, right? So only thing they can do is actually tap the cash out and place it in, and this is gonna place us below the qualification line, and we would have to go and fight for 6. But they didn't take the cash, and we are going through as a result. Sometimes you have games like this. Let's move on to the final round, where I'm gonna play LH1 and another build, it feels like. Alright, so for the final round, I decided to take LH1 and test my abilities with it. Beautiful one clip on the medium, and we are using the teleport again. Unfortunately, I forgot to reload for some reason, and yeah, we're playing against the triple medium team, and one of the strengths of that composition is the fact that they can defib each other an endless amount of time, which is obviously very difficult, especially if you are giving up your positional advantage. I was talking about that in my previous videos, where I was like, if you guys kill a person on the roof and trade your life for it and you are playing low ground, they can just slow res, they can just defib, and at the end of the day, you are going to be an idiot that just lost. Right? So if you win the vault, you have the opportunity to choose the cash out you want to defend, and this is really important because not only you have the time to set up and wait for your opponents, get your APS, barricades, gas barrels, throw away the cash, this and that, but also you have the chance to choose the cash out, which is going to be a lot better for your personal composition, whether you are playing close range with double shotgun, whether you are playing far range with like LH1, Lewis gun in HML, and you know, right? So here I'm making a mistake, I'm dropping, I'm trying to find isolated targets, and it's just very ugly. If this guy would be a little bit more confident, he would have killed me, because I'm playing light LH1 and I'm trying to ego chal him, and he's playing Scar, it feels like, right? But he didn't, luckily, and I'm an idiot here. I should never do what I did, and now they got positional advantage over us, right? This guy dropped, playing from my blueprints, and as you can see here, it's really difficult. It is really difficult to play this weapon. Like, you have to be an extraordinary player, spend a lot of time in Kovacs, have great FPS, and overall you just need to be exceptional to have mediocre results on LH1, let alone to be really good at the weapon, right? Like, I personally know like 10 players in the world that can pull this weapon off in scrim environment against really strong players, and others are just gonna fail miserably, right? This is how high of a skill floor, skill ceiling to this weapon is. If you want to go for something more stable, you just obviously go MP5, and this is gonna be okay, right? So what we are doing here is that we are placing the teleporter above the cash out, which will allow us to teleport my whole team, and they would actually know where to aim. This is very important. You don't place the teleporter close to the cash out, because your heavy wants to drop down, see who he wants to fight. He wants to drop down with his dome shield ready, so he wants to pull the thing on a dome shield and ready to throw it as he enters the teleport. This will ensure that the medium stays healthy, and overall it's just gonna be a lot less ugly. Here I'm just throwing some nades, and we don't need to really do anything like huge damage on enemies, absolutely huge damage on enemies. And even if I die here, this is just in the bag, because we not only we have positional advantage, we have compositional advantage, as well as we have HP advantage. And this is really, really important, because people are like, oh no, they think that it's all linear and flat. Well, in reality, there are so many aspects and parameters that affect your gameplay, right? So here we are going for another vault. It's important to not pick your nose and be like completely useless, in the sense that you want to do everything as fast as possible. So here I'm gonna tap 2, and then I'm immediately gonna go and pace it towards the cash out we will choose. And which cash out we will choose, I have no idea. Right, so it's in the attic. We're gonna jump like that. No need to take the ladder. We tap it, and then TP. Chris, hello, TP, chapa chapa. No. All right, I guess I'm just, you know, I'm just a freak. Well, happens. These are mistakes. We are all making them. Maybe we were like yapping about something. Maybe I was just explaining something. But yeah, obviously you need to already go and place the teleporter. Maybe, you know what happened? I was like, they're gonna spawn and they're gonna go spawn camp certain cash out. So it doesn't matter if we take it fast. We just need to, like, you have 15 more minutes of this game, so you can take your time and do whatever you want, right? So usually if I were to be an IGL of the enemy team, I would like, yo guys, let's set up on C, because if they would take C, this is gonna be really difficult for us to defend it, right? If they take B, no worries, that's just not a problem for us, right? So my teammates cooked one, and I decided to take a duel against a guy with a shotgun. I should have just ran away. My bad. We're playing against a triple console team, by the way. Triple medium, triple console. This is apparently the meta. We played a win race tournament against, not against that, but yeah, indirectly against the console team, and they were also playing triple medium at that time. So here I'm like, no, I really don't want to sell my teammates, because what the hell am I gonna get for placing the cash out, right? So I want to be useful, and I just want to help, right? I want to help. Boom, boom, boom. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. And then boom, I would have hit him. But wow. Yeah, these are the moments that you live for when you're playing LH1. This dopamine hit that you get from like completely annihilating your opponents. But this is a very, as I've said like 1,000 times already, this is a very high skill floor, skill ceiling thing, which takes a lot of time to practice, and then it isn't stable. It isn't. I can be a god and turn into like complete human trash within the span of 20 seconds of my LH1 gameplay, right? So impossible to retake. Like if you're playing properly and you're playing a proper composition, which is like double heavy, you just place barricades, you place APS, and even if they jump on you, they are just Kovacs sausages that you track. And if they don't jump, you just like completely destroy them by utility. With HML, it's gonna be a lot more difficult because you don't have any off angle for the light, but opponents are going from below, and we know that. Oh, this is gonna be a bang grenade. Watch this. Just watch this. This is gonna be a bang grenade, right? So I know that they are going from the door, and the only thing they can do is like kind of swing and then pad above, and then, wow. I just blew up. That was a nade plus RPG, and we should not have done that. This is a mistake. This is gonna be a mistake. Like you will see it right here. Don't drop. Just don't drop here. Come back. Take a good position there, playing triple medium. What the hell are they gonna do, right? And now it is incredibly ugly. It is incredibly ugly. Like I'm full HP thanks to my medium, and I'm just like, guys, can we just pot above outside, and it's gonna be a little bit less ugly. But here I had to be extremely exceptional at the game to win this fight. But yeah, we made it, and this is going to be the game. Hopefully this was somewhat educational. I'm gonna do a lot more content like this, although Diablo 4 new season dropped, so I might be absent for like a week, just playing that, enjoying my life. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have learned something. Let me know in the comment section what do you think. I'm not responding to comments, but I'm reading every single one. See you in the next one. Take care.